My friends, how you doing today? This is going to be a really cool video because I'm going to be talking to you about my top 5 drone flights of 2024. I'm going to tell you about all the stuff that I actually experienced out there, the most memorable things, and how amazing it was to capture these different places on video. Stick around. Yeah, this was a really cool area. It was great to be able to explore out there. It was the beginning of summer. Obviously, if you're going to go into the desert, and even if it is the beginning of summer, it's going to be a little bit warm, and certainly this proved to be true when we were on this adventure. But the flights over there turned out to be good, fantastic, and the views were just amazing. The rock that I was able to capture of that cliff area, the mesa area, just really interesting rock. It looked to me like it was volcanic rock. I could be wrong about that, and certainly out in the distance to be able to see Cerro Perito was awesome too, and just to see the different landscape out there. I mean, you get to a certain height and you could just see the amazing volcanic plug valley out there, the desert. It's truly an amazing thing. So as a result of actually being in the Mesa Chivato, the Ignacio Chavez Wilderness area, I was able to see Cerro Perito from a distance, and it left me curious, because when you look at it, it's very interesting. It looks like a mitten. It looks like a giant mitten rock. Me just being a very curious explorer, I wanted to see if there was an actual road that led to that area. So I got out there, and it was kind of the same thing. Probably a couple of weeks after the Mesa Chivato hike, and it was a warm day. It was a little windy, but I took my Mavic 3 Pro, and it was able to handle the wind like a champ. That drone and just the Mavic 3 line is just amazing. It handles wind very well. But that rock alone, I was able to get some really interesting angles, and it's really interesting because it looked like the west part of the rock was a different color than the east side of the rock. The east looked more of like a reddish orange hue, volcanic rock, and the other side it was more of a brownish green color. Really glad that I was able to capture that on film. This one was a very interesting one because it turned out to be a very happy accident. So I found this just by happenstance, really, because my main goal for this day was to go out and try and find a road that would lead me to a cerro called Cerro de Nuestra Señora. And I've seen this cerro from a distance for years, and I really wanted to find a road, and I'm still trying to find a road that would lead me to there. Anyway, so I don't think I planned out my trip very well, but on the way I happened to see this one cerro that was on the dirt road that I was on, and I found out later that it was called Cerro Negro. And that was just a fantastic formation, fantastic rock. There's 2 different sections, the lower section, the smaller section, and then the bigger rock going up higher in elevation. But just that area, it's just amazing. The color of the different peaks there was just really cool, and it must be a blessing for the people out there that whenever they're driving by, they see that rock constantly just passing by. And there's just a lot of really interesting, really awesome looking rock formations out there, if you guys are ever curious and you're in the area. But for that one also, I was able to use my Mavic 3 Pro. I had been looking for just different places that I wanted to go film at, just really unique, amazing, colorful places, which led me to this area. So we were able to do a hike out there, but also the sights in this area were just phenomenal, breathtaking. The colors, the rock formations, the mesas, canyons, the unique geography that it had to offer out there is just really amazing. For a drone pilot, it is really like being in a candy store because there's so much really amazing stuff to film out there. It was awesome. I was able to use my Mavic 3 Pro, and it worked out pretty well. The conditions out there were fantastic, actually. It wasn't too cold. It was a little chilly, but it wasn't anything too unbearable. Hardly any wind, very quiet area too. But the hike and the drone flying was just, it was awesome. It was an amazing experience to be out there for sure. Now, something about me as a drone pilot, I'm a huge fan of recording, filming very unique, very dramatic looking rock structures, and this one is probably the apex of rock formations here in the state of New Mexico. I had been eyeing this one for a number of years now, you know, and Kristen and I were able to drive out there, and we parked a distance away from the actual rock. But even from our vantage point, it was astounding. There's no such thing as a bad angle with this rock. You could picture it from the front, the back, the sides, the corners, and you'll always get a fantastic picture, a fantastic angle of the rock. It is just that phenomenal. And you're looking at this thing and you're like, my gosh, you know, this is a natural structure. And it's been there for thousands of years. I can see why the Navajo consider it to be something very unique, very sacred, very special. It's hard to describe, but just looking at it and viewing it in person is just amazing, you know. And as a drone pilot, oh wow, it's awesome. You know, it's awesome to be able to film that and be able to just, wow, just see it from that angle, from that point of view. For that one, I was able to use the Mavic 3 Pro, and it proved to be the right tool for the right thing at the right time. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. That is my list for the year of 2024. It was an awesome year for drone flying and for capturing amazing landscapes. I love flying, I love capturing just different things, and really be able to tell a story with my drone videos. Hopefully people are getting that impression whenever they do view those. Don't forget to leave a like on there. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to see more drone videos as well. But I will catch you guys next time. Don't forget to get into the great outdoors and be epic.